I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Oh.
Well, hello YouTube. I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Wow. One of the greatest films ever made. It's in my top 5 favourite movies of all time. I saw this back in the 80s. It was like on limited release at the cinema. And I went to see it, and I walked out of that cinema absolutely blown away when I saw this film. And for years I was constantly renting it out on video, and then I bought a copy. A couple of months ago I did have it on DVD, but I went for the Blu-ray when it got real, when I saw it. And there's quite a bit to discuss about this film and the message it sort of creates. They Live Blu-ray, absolutely spectacular film. John Carpenter's a genius. The Thing, Big Trouble in Little China, Halloween, The Fog, and They Live. For me, I'd say Escape from New York and then They Live are my favourite two out of the Carpenter movies, then followed by The Thing. But I don't know, I've got to say Big Trouble in Little China is very personal to me. I've actually watched that with friends all together, and we've got hammered and had a lot of fun with that movie. It's just, but that's for another review. They Live, right, it's based on a short comic strip and a short story called 8 o'clock in the morning, about a guy who gets hypnotised and sees the world. And he's got until 8 o'clock in the morning to put things right, which is sort of interesting. I've actually got the short story, but I've not read it in years. And I did come across the comics a few years ago, but I don't, they're probably in one of my comic boxes. So, the film, Rowdy Roddy Piper's Nado is amazing. He's like a guy that follows the system, he pays his taxes, he's just an all-round decent bloke, and then hard times come and he goes looking for work. He's a patriot. He just believes in what's good in society, and he ends up, he gets a job on a building site, which is all a bit dodgy with unions and stuff, but he gets in there, and then he stays in like this town, like shanty town, place where people are living, where they get fed and stuff, and they've got somewhere to live. It's a bit of a community, and he goes there, and it shows straight away, it shows some of these people sat in a chair outside watching TV, and these broadcasts are coming in and they're getting headaches. But in the film, everywhere he goes, like when he walks into LA, people staring at TVs. You know, everybody's staring at TVs, and it's no different today. I mean, I was walking about the other day, and people are just walking around with the phones, crossing the road, staring at the phones, looking at something, you know. And that's what's sort of interesting about this film, the message it carries. Now, we do live in a consumerist society. I mean, you know, and we all buy stuff. I mean, I'm not innocent in that, but I will say I don't watch normal TV. I don't watch the BBC, I don't watch it, but I watch everything online, because I can choose what I want to watch. And so that's it. If I need to watch the news, I watch different versions of the news, you know, because none of them been quite straight with you, other really, you know, like especially with politicians and rest of it, certain dodgy corporations. But this film is, don't worry, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Main reason I don't watch it, I can't stand adverts, I hate them. You know, when you're watching something for 10 minutes, then adverts come in, you're like, oh, for like 4 minutes, I can't do with it. So I'd rather watch Blu-rays, YouTube, and other formats where, you know, and if I watch the news, I get it on YouTube. I do listen to LBC because that's sort of balanced. But anyway, enough of that. So, I don't really watch Alex Jones, actually. I think he's hilarious. You know, I watch him because he's quite entertaining sometimes, but I don't go what he says. I just, that's for another video. Like I said, I don't get political on my channel, but They Live is an amazing film. The message this film, it was made in the 80s, and the message this film brings today, it does make you wonder. I mean, when he finds out, like, they're here and they're like manipulating everybody through consumerism, some human beings have sold out and all this, because I mean, it goes into the greed of it. I mean, there's this homeless guy who they're catching alien thing underneath LA, and he says, oh, they bought the whole planet, you know, there's no countries left, you know, they bought everything, you know, that's what they do, they move around and buy planets up, you know. And Meg Foster's in it. She's amazing. She's like a disinformation warrior. Her job is to, you know, you start to wonder about that, because like he sort of kidnaps her to get out of his situation after a great shootout in the bank and his classic lines, and she knocks him out of that building and all this, and he goes back and he's all over the news for killing all these people, but they're aliens. And he's on a mission and he finds his mate, and they have this big punch up for like 5 minutes, one of the longest fights in movie history. John Carpenter said it took 3 weeks to film that, and he said it was really funny, but they both really went at it. So I mean, I've watched the documentaries on this and they're superb, but the film and the ending is great, because when they storm the television place and they're just slaughtering these aliens all the way to the top floor, it's like a shoot 'em up, and they get there and he takes out the transmitter and she turns up and he shoots her and he takes out the transmitter, and what a great ending when everybody's sort of waking up to aliens. There's one of them riding somebody, this woman, she's riding, and he's an alien, and it's really funny. And they're in the bars and all this, and like the world, I mean, it would have been great to find out what would have happened after that, you know. But yet again, I think They Live is probably best with no cheesy sequels. Some people think the film's cheesy. I don't. I think the film makes a political statement, but it's how you interpret that message from this film. John Carpenter was a genius, and he's been accused of a lot of things with this film, but especially politically. But when I saw it, it's like invasion of the body snatchers with consumerism, and that's the genius of this film, that they're here around us and that everything we see, it's like there's something not right in the world. Do you ever feel sometimes that there's something not right in the world, that it shouldn't be like this? I don't know, maybe we all think like that, I don't know. But what's so brilliant about this film is the message that's ingrained. I mean, the money, the posters, the television, the whole message, and then the feeling of hope as well, because there's hope in this movie that certain people that know the truth are prepared to fight for it and prove to the rest of the world, which is pretty damn amazing, I think, of this film. And so there is hope in this film. And the aliens, you don't get to know too much about. You see them and you speak to them, but you just know they're like a, I don't know, they're like a corporation raiding another corporation, and where Earth's an asset. But the writing, the acting, all of it is, in parts, it's a very dark film. Now, but you see, when I reviewed Soylent Green, I felt quite depressed at the end of that. But with They Live, from that, it's about something not right in the world. That it does offer something quite positive at the end of it. So it's one of the most intelligent films I've seen in a long time. But I think that's my review. I mean, honestly, there's so much to debate about this film. You know, let me know your thoughts on why you like They Live. I mean, John Carpenter, I just love his films. I mean, he's had one or two doozers, don't get me wrong. But when the guy gets onto it, like Dark Star was a stroke of genius, it was. And I've got that and I will review it. But when he really gets like the mind going, he always makes a film where you sat there thinking about stuff. It's like The Thing at the end. Who is it? Is it Kurt or the other dude? Do you know what I mean? And funny enough, he's in this as well, you know. So, But him and Rowdy Roddy Piper really got on. They were good friends. And Rowdy Roddy Piper, if you see him in Frog Goes to Helltown, that's a classic. I do recommend. It's a comedy, but it's set after a nuclear war. It's really funny. But yeah, what a fantastic film. And Rowdy Roddy Piper, you are missed. You know, I really think he could have become a Hollywood leading man, you know, but like a comedy action hero. But yeah, so what do we get on this? You see them in the streets, you watch them on TV, you think they're people just like you, you're wrong, dead wrong. Special features, audio commentary, writer-director John Carpenter and actor Roddy Piper, independent thoughts, an interview with writer-director John Carpenter, woman of mystery, an interview with Meg Foster. She always plays them creepy sort of characters, doesn't she? Remember she was in Hercules as Hera. She's always like, it's them eyes, isn't it? You know them creepy eyes she has. But she's a great actress. Meg Foster, watch, look, listen, the sights and sounds of They Live, Man vs Aliens, an interview with actor Keith David, great actor, making of They Live, commercials and TV spots. Wow, I do recommend this, guys. This film is just a good fun. Get a kebab, few beers, and put this on. You know, I've watched this over the years with friends, and we've all been hammered. And I'm telling you, there's been massive debates, 5 or 6 hours till 5, 6 in the morning, talking about this film, and people arguing over it, about the point of view of it. And you know, and that's one of them films you're never going to forget. For me, this should get an Oscar. It's one of the greatest cult movies of all time. That's for me. So yeah, they were going to make a sequel in 2010, which I'm glad they never did. Well, it wasn't a sequel, they were going to do a remake of it, and John Carpenter were going to be a producer. And it looked like it were going to get the go-ahead, but it sort of got dropped. But I don't think they should remake this. I really don't. I think it could be a mistake. You see, there's certain films where they do them as a one-off. It's like Ghostbusters. The first one's a masterpiece. It is a sheer masterpiece. And, you know, I like the remake, I know everybody went on about the politics behind it. I did think about that. I actually quite enjoyed the new Ghostbusters. And it's a shame they didn't they're not making a sequel. I did knock the trailer because I think they could have put a better trailer together to get everybody into it. But the 4 actresses, they were really good, and it wasn't a bad film. You know, it had potential, but like I said, the original, like there's certain movies I just don't think it can be touched. You know, and to me, this is one of them. It's like Back to the Future trilogy. Don't even go there trying to remake it. This is one of them. This is art for me. So please give this video a like, please subscribe, let me know your thoughts on They Live. You know, we might spend many hours debating it till the early hours of the morning, you know, about what's going on in the world and what ain't right. I mean, we'll leave that for another video. So guys, have a great day. Enjoy the weather. Oh yeah, I'm going away this week, so there'll be no videos at the weekend, but I'll put some on next week when I get back. Okay guys, have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.